Good afternoon. My name is Miles. This is my Hubway Option C Final project. Executive Summary Corporate Overview. Basically, Hubway is a Metro Boston's public bike sharing program that got started in 2011. Basically, they are responsible for 101 towns and cities to make up for this region. Hubway's bike sharing initiative came into existence for various reasons, such as combating automobiles congestions, pollution from automobiles, and promoting exercise, are just a few. Here's just the background. Hubway, who partnered with Alta Bike Share, and foreign participants have different options on how to go about utilizing the services. Hubway can have riders opt in for membership subscriptions or simply purchase a pass. So the subscription, basically the membership is a little bit more advantageous to people that live there, and the passes are more for the people that are just visiting or tourists. The Hubway business model is basically it doesn't have a $5 annual fee for low income people and discounts for businesses that opt in for sponsorships. Hubway services allows ultimately, excuse me, unlimited rides with time-based restrictions. So basically, you have unlimited rides, but you can only keep a bike for 30 minutes. Target audiences was based mainly, I would say, employers, basically job workers, because they have 2 million jobs, and college students, because there are 250,000 college students in the area. That included MIT, Boston College, Harvard, etc. Most Hubway expenses were paid by sponsors, donations from the government, schools, and other entities. Because Hubway implemented a program for lower income based residents to pay only $5 for an annual fee, struck partnerships with local businesses, greatly reflected the marketing strategy of students and local income based people. Background: Hubway 85% standard. So the problem with the 85% standard is 2014, a new contract. Basically, people were getting fined because there wasn't enough bikes or there wasn't enough docks to dock their bike, and that resulted in customers having a bike for more than 30 minutes or going to another docking station to park the bike, and then actually walking or find another piece of transportation to their destination. And that right there kind of lowered their 85% standard. And if it goes below that, then they do get fined $1,000. Known data: critical fracture P is 85%, 240 days to operation with 8 months closed due to winter, 1.7 million operating expenses. Number of docking stations is 140, 19 docks per station, 1,300 bikes, and a fixed rate of $65.53 goes to Alta for maintenance costs associated with costs for bikes, stations, and vans. And that's it. So this is all the math that I did to come up with my conclusions. To go over it real briefly is projected 50%. This is the current number of riders that will be in 2014. This is basically the average of those riders. And getting the standard deviation for each year: 2012, 2013, 2014. Those are the results. And emphasize differences on create positive values. So I had to square all those, and these are the results. And after squaring the standard deviation once again, I came up with finally have the calculated Q, which is 1,293,034. Probably this is the total numbers that I got to come up with the calculated Q. And this is all my Excel work to come up with that number. And then this is the analysis for the Hubway budget. So right now we have 1,700,000. That was 2013's budget. So we kept that over 2014. We're adding 2 new stations, 100 new bikes, additional station maintenance for the 10. And I got a 10% contingency budget just in case anything happens. More employees for the sprinter vans, everything, so forth and so such. It came out to 2,689,500. And then these are the cost of averages is $1.96. Cost of underage, $11.11. Critical fractals, 0.36. And this is how I got that information. I'm sorry, let me go back. But all in all, the Hubway can control 816,400 annual trips. Bike inventory, 85% standard is calculations. This is the calculated queue with 1,300 bikes equal 995 trips. And then you divide that by 816 equals 628 trips. Divide that, by the calculate queue again, comes out to 2,058 bikes short. Hubway would need 2,058 bikes to reach their goal, and they are 758 bikes short. More bikes mean more stations invest in, which both can take a while due to providers undergoing bankruptcy and my shift. So in conclusion, based on the critical analysis and 85% service standards and not reasonable, the 85% service standards is not reasonable and cannot be sustained based upon the analysis conducted. And that concludes my case study for Option C Final project.